Also, it will increase the possibilities to claim for recourse. And this act is only one part of a package that aims to achieve greater medication safety. Other measures include a compulsory medication plan for each patient who has to take 3 or more prescription drugs, a future digital version of this medication plan, and efforts towards electronic prescriptions. All of these investments will sum up to a significant German contribution towards WHO's ambitious goal, major financial savings in the long run, a gain of trust in our healthcare system, and, first and foremost, more safety for our patients. These 4 points will remind those of you who were present at last year's summit of some of the core messages back then, based on the 2 OECD studies on the economics of patient safety. It was concluded that we can no longer ignore the losses our healthcare systems experience due to preventable adverse events. Therefore, investing in patient safety is vital and has also proven to be extremely effective. According to the OECD, for every dollar invested, you can see between $9 and $20 in return in low and middle-age income countries. And let me add, nearly as much in industrial countries. These investments pay off not only in money, but more importantly, also in life and in trust. I see the greatest future opportunities for improving patient safety in the active involvement of patients in all processes that makes healthcare safer. Without the patients, we will not achieve the much needed changes towards a true culture of safety. It is in the most natural interest of the patients to improve their own safety. Only they are present at every step, from prevention to diagnosis and treatment. Moreover, thanks to mobile digital solutions, patients have more and more possibilities to monitor all healthcare processes. The possibilities of accessing information are increasing worldwide. Not everywhere at the same pace, but always with a clear trend. And here I see a chance, a need to learn from each other and to benefit from global cooperation. Our summits provide a unique opportunity to get started. Let us continue to proceed along this path. Thank you for your attention.
أيها الحضور الكرام، أتشرف الآن بدعوة نائب وزير الصحة والعمل والشؤون الاجتماعية الياباني الدكتور يوسوهيرو سوزوكي لإلقاء كلمته، فليتفضل مشكورا.
His Excellency Dr. Al-Rabia, Director General of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros, Honorable Ministers, distinguished panelists and participants, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to make a brief presentation on the patient safety experience in Japan. My name is Dr. Yasuhiro Suzuki. I'm the Vice Minister for Health from Japan. Let me go to the first slide. We used to be one of the top runners in terms of the healthcare. We established the universal health coverage in 1961, and WHO ranked Japan as the top in terms of the health attainment in 1997. But we have experienced a lot of medical malpractice issues around the turn of the century. This is the couple, retired couple, who were looking forward to traveling around, but unfortunately, the wife, Etsuko, died because she was injected. Instead of heparin, she was injected the disinfectant, sorry. And the tragedy was she herself was trained as a nurse. And similar things happened around the turn of the century. The first one, the heart was mistakenly operated instead of lung. Those happening were in the university hospitals, big hospitals in Japan. And as a result, the number of media coverage increased over time. And so did the number of medical malpractice suits in court. And by that time, we have learned from United States, the error is a human. That was the publication from the Institute of Medicine. And we at the same time learned about Heinrich's law. And we have decided to introduce four-wheeled holistic approach by the healthcare providers, governments, and manufacturers, and citizens. Let me start with the healthcare providers. They have initiated the in-house patient safety committee in hospitals. And they have designated risk managers. They are the multi-professional teams, and those managers were wearing badges on shoulders. And we have introduced the in-house instant reporting system about what happened, why it happened, and how to prevent it or improve it. And we have formulated the manuals or standardized pocketbook about the patient safety. And this pocketbook was in the lab court in hospital professionals. And we had the safety round, walk around, by risk managers in hospital wards and nurse centers. In terms of the governments, we have introduced in 2004 the national reporting system for university hospitals, national centers, about fatal cases and major incidents. And at the same time, we have introduced by 2015 all the fatal cases, including small clinics and small hospitals, nationwide. At the same time, we found some of the sound-alike drugs, very easy to confuse. We had the Almal for hypertension. At the same time, we had Amaril for diabetes. So we have changed the name of Almar. And at the same time, we used to have the mixture of different drugs, but the manufacturers introduced the pre-filled syringes so that we can avoid mistakes of mixing. And we have introduced a barcode as well. We have a barcode for pharmaceuticals and medical devices. And we have a barcode with patients. And if they match, we have a go sign. But if they don't, we have no go sign. And we have introduced the robotics in terms of the hazardous drugs mixture. And for patients, many hospitals established the library, medical library for medical literature. And we have introduced a lot of counseling sessions with patients. At the same time, in-house audit committee, the patient representatives and lawyers became the members of them. And for National Audit Committee, the Mr. Nagai, the husband of the late Etsuko, about whom I described earlier, became the member of the National Committee. So overall, in terms of the accident report, it's increased because we have expanded the reporting system. But the number of the media coverage decreased, and so did the number of medical malpractice suits. So we regard this as a success of our patient safety journey. Still, we have a long way to go. We have the issue about patient safety in primary healthcare setting. And for large hospitals, we have a specialization of different departments. And sometimes the delay of communication may be leading to delay of diagnosis of fatal issues such as cancers. About Japan's contribution to the world, we have TQM and Kaizen initiative together with JICA and Toyota. And we have kind of changed the system of files and pharmaceuticals from before to after. And we have been reporting to GPSA, which is the organization consisting of 26 organizations, and 100 countries are looking at the result of reporting and the alert. We hosted the Ministerial Conference on Patient Safety last year, and in addition to the agenda coming from the UK and Germany, we were focusing on universal health coverage and patient safety, at the same time, patients' and families' viewpoints. So your take-home message today are twofold. Number one, we have to introduce the very holistic four-wheel approach consisted of citizens, governments, manufacturers, and providers. Secondly, in order to make effect, working one country alone is not good enough. If you could collaborate globally, the scope, magnitude, and speed of sharing information enhances. Thank you very much for your attention.
أيها الحضور الكرام، أتشرف الآن بدعوة معالي وزير الصحة السويسري الدكتور باسكال سترابلر لإلقاء كلمته، فليتفضل مشكورا.
Dear Minister Al-Rabia, dear Dr. Tedros, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great pleasure to attend this summit, and I am honored to present you some remarks. Let me thank you, Minister Al-Rabia, for your generous hospitality and the excellent organization of the event. We can speak of a success story. The Global Ministerial Summit on Patient Safety has become one of the leading international platforms for strengthening patient safety. These events have made a significant contribution to the fact that there is ever more awareness for this pressing issue. We have come a long way, but it remains a lot to do, be it at national or international level. Switzerland surely is no exception. Recently, new data on rehospitalization were published, and about 25% of the assessed Swiss hospitals encountered more cases of rehospitalization than expected. Worldwide, the prevalence of healthcare-associated infections is between 7.6 and 10%, depending on the country context. Such numbers show that we all share the challenge of strengthening patient safety. This summit program in Jeddah also incorporated best practices from other high-risk industries. Rightly so. Because, let us be honest, if we had the same rate of adverse events in the flight industry, nobody would board a plane anymore. Let us think today, later today, while we are boarding our planes, let us think about this. Dear ministers, ladies and gentlemen, sharing an important challenge also means that it is essential to collaborate. We have to keep tackling this issue together. What are the appropriate tools to reach our goal? If we look into the near future, there is the resolution on the global action on patient safety, which will be presented for adoption at the upcoming World Health Assembly this May. This will be a crucial step, and Switzerland fully stands behind the resolution as a co-proposer. I would thus like to already encourage all of you to support its adoption during the next World Health Assembly. Not least, this will allow us to celebrate the first World Patient Safety Day this September. We are convinced that this day will become an important catalyst to further raise awareness for patient safety globally. Obviously, our endeavor does not end there. This autumn, we will discuss the issue of universal health coverage at the high-level meeting of the United Nations General Assembly. Universal health coverage does not only mean access to health care for everyone, everywhere, it also means access to safe and high-quality care. This shows that patient safety is very relevant also in this broader debate. But, of course, raising awareness is not enough. In addition, we will need to use the future summits to fortify action-oriented discussions. We have to go a further way to innovate, to think about the use of digitalization within our goals. In this sense, Switzerland is very pleased to host the event next year. Dear ministers, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my minister, Federal Councillor Alain Berset, who could not, unfortunately, take part to this summit this year, it's my pleasure to invite you to the Global Ministerial Summit on Patient Safety on 27th and 28th of February 2020 in Montreux. We very much look forward to welcoming experts and high-level representatives from all over the world to the magnificent shores of Lake Geneva. The astounding surroundings will hopefully inspire lively discussions and useful insights. For now, we are looking forward to a close and fruitful collaboration with all involved partners, as well as with the host country for 2021, which has yet to be defined. Let's therefore meet in Switzerland in a year's time, and we are glad to host you. Have a good trip back, and inshallah. Thank you.
حضورنا الكرام، أتشرف الآن بدعوة معالي وزير الصحة الدكتور توفيق بن فوزان الرابعة بالتكرم والصعود على المنصة لترأس جلسة الحوار الوزارية لهذه القمة.
الآن نبدأ المداخلات. كل مداخلة سوف تكون لمدة دقيقتين لإعطاء الفرصة للجميع للمشاركة، وسوف تستمر المداخلات حتى الساعة 10:45. بعدها سوف يكون لدينا صورة جماعية. مدة مداخلة كما ذكرت دقيقتين، وإذا سمحتم لي سوف أذكر بنهاية كل مداخلة حتى نضمن مشاركة الجميع. وإذا لم نستطيع نأخذ جميع المداخلات فسوف يتم وضع المداخلات المتبقية على موقع المؤتمر على الإنترنت. الآن نبدأ بالمداخلات. الآن نبدأ مداخلات بسلطنة عمان.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. في البداية ألف شكر وتقدير لمعالي الأخ الدكتور توفيق الربيعة ولحكومة خادم الحرمين الشريفين والشعب السعودي على حسن الاستقبال وكرم الضيافة وعلى تنظيم هذا المؤتمر الهام. واسمحوا لي الآن سأتحول إلى اللغة الإنجليزية. It was a privilege for me to attend the first ministerial patient safety summit which was held in London 2016. At that time was hosted by the Honourable Jeremy Hunt, Health Minister then. And in that meeting, I'm glad to say that the Sultanate of Oman proposed an annual patient safety day to WHO, and I'm glad to hear that this proposal has been adopted, and Oman celebrated the first patient safety day 17th of September last year. So I would like to set this straight to the record that Oman proposed this, and we are co-sponsoring for the resolution. Thank you very much. Some of you were in that meeting. Let me go back to Oman and our effort in patient safety. In 2016, we established the first patient safety and quality center in Oman, which is functional and has branches or offices in all the government. Many of our hospitals been accredited by WHO as patient safety friendly hospitals. We hosted also with co-sponsor from Japan and WHO medication without harm, and that was well attended by many countries. I'm glad to say also that in the Sultanate we have the first WHO collaborating center for patient safety and health quality, and we are hoping that this will boost our effort in patient safety. I'm glad to hear that both the representative of the United Kingdom and Japan and others mentioned primary health care as places where most of our patients attend, and unfortunately as yet has not been mentioned by many of us as where the patient safety should be looked at. We are very committed, and we consider patient safety as part of our universal health coverage. Thank you very much. I hope I have not exceeded that time. Thank you.
شكرا وشكرا على التزامك بالوقت. الآن الجمهورية الجزائرية.
شكرا معالي الوزير. أصحاب المعالي، في البداية يطيب لي أولا أن أقدم شكري وامتناني لمعالي وزير الصحة الفاضل للمملكة العربية السعودية السيد الأخ الدكتور توفيق الربيع لحضور هذا المؤتمر، وأشكره على جزيل الشكر على حفاوة الاستقبال وطيب المقام. إن مسألة السلامة الصحية أصبحت تعد معياراً حقيقياً تقيم من خلاله فعاليات ونجاعة كل المنظومات الصحية في العالم، ونحن نتمن كل ما نتفق عليه في هذه القيمة. على هذا الأساس وسعياً منا لتحقيق هذا الرهان، كرست الجزائر وبأمر من فخامة رئيس الجمهورية عبد العزيز بوتفليقة في إطار قانون الصحة الجديد الصادر سنة 2018 مبدأ السلامة الصحية كأحد أهم مقومات المنظومة الصحية الجزائرية، حيث أشار هذا القانون على أن حماية وترقية صحة الأشخاص تظل مرتبطة باحترام كرامة وحريته الشخصية وسلامته الصحية ضمن مبدأ استمرارية الخدمة العمومية والمساواة في الحصول على العلاج والأمن الصحي. في هذا الإطار ومن أجل تحقيق أهداف السلامة الصحية للمرضى، قد قمنا بأخذ التدابير والإجراءات الوقائية، منها اعتماد نظام لحماية المصابون بأمراض معدية وإلى آخره. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته، وأشكر لكم حسن الإصغاء. شكرا.
أشكركم جدا وأشكر على التزام الوقت. الآن جمهورية كوريا.
Thank you. Honorable Director General Dr. Tedros, His Excellency Mr. Taufik Al-Rabia, Excellencies, distinguished delegates and colleagues. It is a great pleasure to join you for the fourth Global Ministerial Summit on Patient Safety. In line with the global consensus reached by the WHO and the international community, and recognizing the importance of a systematic approach, the Republic of Korea has continued to make nationwide efforts to enhance patient safety and the quality of health care. To list a few examples, assessment and certification systems for healthcare quality control, as well as compensation programs for adverse medical events have been introduced to empower patients. Taking a step further, in July 2016, Korea passed the Patient Safety Act into legislation through the concerted effort of all stakeholders, including the National Assembly, government, academia, and the civil societies. The Act provides an institutional foundation for establishing a patient safety control system. In particular, it aims to foster a patient safety-oriented culture by enabling reporting of adverse events in healthcare facilities and engaging both patients and healthcare professionals in the work to prevent new and repeated cases of such events. 77% of hospitals in Korea have a personnel dedicated to patient safety, and 99% use the drug utilization review systems. Overall, Korea has taken gradual steps to establish a national system that can systematically manage adverse events repeatedly occurring in individual healthcare facilities across the country. Today's meeting has provided an invaluable opportunity for us to share patient safety programs and the practices worldwide. The fruitful discussions we had today will further strengthen global collaboration on patient safety. The Republic of Korea will continue to provide active support for countries seeking to build a new patient safety system and work closely together with the international community to enhance patient safety and healthcare quality. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. جمهورية تونس.
أصحاب المعالي، أصحاب السعادة، حضرات السادة والسيدات، يطيب لي أن أتقدم في بداية كلمتي هذه بجزيل الشكر إلى المملكة العربية السعودية الشقيقة، وعلى رأسها خادم الحرمين الشريفين جلالة الملك سلمان بن عبد العزيز على دعوتها الكريمة لهذا الاجتماع رفيع المستوى الذي ينعقد برعاية كريمة من وزارة الصحة بالمملكة العربية السعودية ودعما من ألمانيا التحالف. كما يطيب لي أن أعرب عن فائق تقديري إلى معالي وزير الصحة بالمملكة الدكتور توفيق بن فوزان لحسن الاستقبال وكرم الضيافة، وأن أثني عن المجهودات التي بذلت لعقد هذه القمة، جهود سخية تعبر بجلاء عن تمسك المملكة العربية السعودية بخدمة قضية الصحة ووفاء الإنسان في كافة أنحاء العالم. إننا نتفق ولا شك على أن تطوير منظومة وثقافة سلامة المرضى والحرص على إنقاذ المزيد من الأرواح والجد من إلحاق الضرر بالمرضى يتطلب وضع ودعم منظومات رعاية صحية وطنية ترتكز على مفهوم سلامة المرضى. ولقد مثل الاهتمام بدور سلامة المرضى كأداة دفع لتحقيق الإحاطة الصحية الشاملة أحد المحاور الأساسية لإصلاح المنظومة الصحية الوطنية لتونس، حيث بادرت الدولة في سنة 2014 بتركيز الهيئة الوطنية للتقييم والاعتماد في المجال الصحي، التي تعتبر الهيكل الوطني الرائد في تحسين جودة الخدمات الصحية وسلامة العلاجات، وذلك من خلال ترسيخ ثقافة السلامة عن طريق تطبيق مسار الاعتماد من قبل المؤسسات الصحية، إلى جانب إدراج جملة من المرجعيات الخاصة بسلامة الخدمات الصحية. ولقد قامت الهيئة منذ إحداثها بإبرام اتفاقيات مع عدة هيئات مماثلة، وأخص بالذكر اتفاقية التعاون مع المركز السعودي لاعتماد المؤسسات الصحية بهدف تبادل الخبرات والمعلومات في مجال الجودة وسلامة المرضى. وقد تم في موافقة سنة 2018 إطلاق الاستراتيجية الوطنية لتحسين جودة الخدمات الصحية وسلامة المرضى 2019-2023، والتي حددت رؤيتها إلى ضمان حصول كل الأفراد دون تمييز على خدمات صحية وقائية وعلاجية وتأهيلية ذات جودة عالية تستجيب لحاجياتهم وتضمن سلامتهم. ومن بين محاور هذه الاستراتيجية وضع إطار قانوني يضمن سلامة المرضى وجودة الخدمات الصحية، خاصة من خلال إضفاء الصبغة الوجوبية للاعتماد على كافة المرافق الصحية بالقطاعين العمومي والخاص. أصحاب المعالي والسعادة، حضرات الضيوف الكرام، أجدد تأكيد تونس التزامها المتواصل بالنهوض بسلامة المرضى كأحد العناصر الأساسية في تحقيق الرعاية الصحية الشاملة، وحرصها على التنسيق والتعاون مع الهيئات العالمية المتخصصة. ونقترح أن يتعزز التعاون الدولي في هذا المجال من خلال بعث شبكة عالمية للخبراء في سلامة المرضى تمكن المختصين من جميع القطاعات من تبادل التجارب والخبرات في هذا المجال بهدف تطوير الممارسات ودعم سلامة وجودة العلاجات. وأرجو أن يسهل إعلان جدة بشأن سلامة المرضى المنبثق عن هذه القمة العالمية، وتوصيات السادة والسيدات الخبراء المشاركين الانتفاع بالتجارب الناجحة وبالتمويلات المتاحة لتحقيق الأهداف في الغرض لجميع بلدان المعمورة، ولا سيما البلدان ذات الدخل الضعيف، حتى تتمكن من تجسيدها على أرض الواقع. وإذا تمنى مجددا كامل النجاح والتوفيق لهذه القمة، أتقدم بتحية إكبار المملكة العربية السعودية لحرصها على تعزيز الجهود لبلوغ الهدف المنشود لنصل إلى الصفر في الضرر. شكرا على الاستماع، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
شكرا. جمهورية المالديف.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious. All praise is due to Allah, and Allah's peace and blessing be upon His Messenger. His Excellency Honorable Minister of Health of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Tawfiq al-Rabia, Director General of WHO, Dr. Tedros, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of the Government of Maldives, I would like to express our deepest gratitude for His Majesty King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for the close relationship Saudi Arabia and Republic of Maldives have shared throughout the years. And I would like to thank you, Honorable Minister of Health, His Excellency Dr. Tawfiq al-Rabia, and for extending his invitation and for his leadership to be hosting this important summit with the ultimate goal of to generate and promote the global movement for patient safety in the prestigious city of Jeddah. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, Government of Maldives has placed healthcare at the center of its development agenda, with the highest proportion of government budget allocated to health. And the government has a critical role to play in ensuring the healthcare system is affordable, efficient, and equitable to support the country's economy and prosperity. While we can be confident that much of care we provide is of high quality, we all know that the diversity of healthcare and the health system is never without risk, especially for a country like Maldives. Maldives, a small island state, geographically dispersed into 1,190 islands, obliged with 187 health facilities catering to a population of 450,000 people, faces unique challenges for connectivity and accessibility, exacerbated by the impacts of climate change and geographical insularity. However, despite such challenges, the country has made considerable progress in achieving universal health coverage, especially through a network of island health facilities, regional and atoll hospitals, with a pharmacy in each island ensuring health service reach everyone, even to the most remote and secluded island. As a result, the average life expectancy in the country has increased almost twofold over the last 40 years, reducing the infant and maternal mortality rates drastically. Furthermore, Maldives has recently declared a malaria, measles, and filaria-free country. We have now started our target to eliminate TB from Maldives. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, patient safety is also considered a top priority for us and a cornerstone for healthcare service system. And establishing a patient safety mechanism can be complex, especially for a small island nation like Maldives, with limited resources and high dependency on expatriate healthcare workers. However, the government of Maldives believes that it is high time to invest in quality healthcare. If not done today, this would increase the cost of government in the future in terms of lives lost, medical litigations, reduced public confidence in the system. Therefore, emphasis needs to be made on innovation, reviewing policies to align with patient safety. I believe that we should focus on patient empowerment, engagement of community as an essential tool in improving patient safety to improve health service. Excellencies, let me reiterate again, the future of healthcare is not in quantity, but in quality and safety. This is why I call upon all excellencies and delegates to commit to mainstreaming patient safety as the key foundation of healthcare delivery system. Before concluding my note, I once again thank you, Honorable Minister of Health, His Excellency Dr. Tawfiq al-Rabia, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for this invitation for the Maldives. I'm honored to be received by such gracious host and the remarkable hospitality you have shown us from the moment we arrived. And we are very grateful for the support extended by Kingdom Saudi Arabia as a development partner throughout the years to improve our health of people. At the same time, we reaffirm our commitment for both countries to continue to work together to improve the health system by improving the quality of healthcare service. There are gross challenges, but I am sure the true determination and the coordination effort among the countries, we can move forward from the summit, develop a practical way forward, strengthening learning platform and make all necessary noise for quality care. May Allah Almighty bless us all with good health, prosperity. May peace, mercy and blessing Allah be upon us. Thank you.
شكرا. للتذكير بمحاولة الالتزام بالوقت لمدة دقيقتين. الآن لدينا جمهورية الساحل العاج.
Au nom de son Excellence, M. Alassane Ouattara, président de la République de Côte d'Ivoire, j'adresse mes hommages à Sa Majesté Salman bin Abdul Aziz, serviteur des deux saintes mosquées. Et j'adresse également mes salutations à son Excellence Aïe Rabia, ministre de la Santé de l'Arabie Saoudite, pour son invitation, son hospitalité et son leadership. Ceci accompli, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter la stratégie nationale pour renforcer la sécurité des patients de la République de Côte d'Ivoire. La Côte d'Ivoire a marqué son engagement en matière de la sécurité des patients et la gestion des risques en milieu des soins à travers plusieurs actions, dont, premièrement, l'élaboration en novembre 2018 du plan stratégique national de la résistance aux antimicrobiens de 2019 à 2020. Deuxièmement, l'élaboration de 11 documents de référence élaborés en 2009 et 2018 pour faciliter la gestion des risques liés aux soins. Et troisièmement, le renforcement des compétences des acteurs avec la formation des médecins, des chefs de district sanitaire, des administrateurs des hôpitaux, des prestataires de soins et agents des collectivités territoriales. Au quatrième point, au renforcement des plateaux techniques par l'acquisition d'incinérateurs, d'autoclaves, de matériel et produits d'hygiène. En 5, l'installation de comités d'hygiène et de lutte contre les infections nosocomiales dans les hôpitaux. Ensuite, point 6, la réalisation de l'évaluation et du contrôle des établissements sanitaires en prévention et gestion des infections. Au point 5, la réalisation de la réforme du secteur de la pharmacie publique par l'adoption de la politique de médicaments essentiels, la distribution et l'approvisionnement par une centrale publique unique et la lutte contre la vente de médicaments de la rue par la mise en place d'une brigade de répression et de sensibilisation des populations. En 8, la réalisation du renforcement de la sécurité transfusionnelle par la sécurisation des poches de sang et leur distribution exclusive par la banque de sang. Et en point 9, 2 points focaux nationaux ont été désignés et formés avec l'appui de l'OMS. En plus des initiatives suscitées, le gouvernement ivoirien s'est engagé dans un vaste programme de construction et de mise aux normes des hôpitaux de 2019 à 2021 avec un investissement de près de 1,4 milliard de dollars pour pouvoir offrir des soins de santé de proximité et de qualité à toutes et à tous et pour réaliser la couverture sanitaire universelle avec le démarrage cette année de la couverture maladie universelle. Nous sommes venus donc nous inspirer des bonnes pratiques des autres pays et comptons particulièrement sur l'Arabie saoudite pour l'opportunité qu'elle nous donne. Merci beaucoup.
شكرا. والآن مع دولة الكويت.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. يسرني أن أتقدم لحكومة خادم الحرمين الشريفين ولأخي الدكتور توفيق الربيعة جزيل الشكر والامتنان على طيب الاستقبال وتنظيم لهذا المؤتمر الهام. نحن بدولة الكويت ندعم هذا اللقاء لأهمية قضية سلامة المرضى وانعكاس الاهتمام بها على مستوى الخدمة وتكلفتها. وقد اهتمت وزارة الصحة بدولة الكويت بهذا الموضوع وأدخلت ببرنامج سلامة المرضى ضمن برنامج عمل الحكومة وأنشأت في هيكلها التنظيمي إدارة مختصة بهذا الشأن. كما تبنت وزارة الصحة مبادرات منظمة الصحة العالمية الخاصة بالجراحات الآمنة ومأمونية الدواء وغيرها من المبادرات. كما نهتم بنظام الإبلاغ عن الأخطاء الطبية ونظام التيقظ الدوائي. وفي الختام نحن ندعم جميع الجهود ونرحب بالتعاون مع الدول والهيئات العالمية في مجال سلامة المرضى ونتطلع أن يكون إعلان جدة لسلامة المرضى له الأثر النافع لنا وللدول المتوسطة ومنخفضة الدخل. وشكرا.
شكرا على التزام بالوقت. والآن مع دولة بروناي دار السلام.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good morning to all. Honorable Minister of Health, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Tawfiq Al-Arabiya, Honorable Ministers, colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to congratulate Ministry of Health, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for hosting this very important event. Brunei Darussalam has been and continues to prioritize patient safety strategies and initiatives in its healthcare system. This has been incorporated in the latest National Ministry of Health Strategic Plan 2019-2023, which highlighted the importance of excellent service delivery. The Ministry is cognizant of the importance of establishing a dedicated and qualified team to oversee and push for quality and patient safety agenda. With that in mind, the Ministry established the Department of Quality, Governance and Innovation, which is mandated to strategize and align the Ministry's quality and patient safety direction, inculcate the practice of safety culture, identify and develop innovative quality improvement projects, as well as develop and implement proper plans and programs on quality and patient safety nationwide. At the national level, Ministry of Health also has established National Quality and Patient Safety Committee last year with the responsibility of identifying key priority areas, endorsing and monitoring patient safety agendas based on quality and patient safety programs, build organizational capacity, and provide oversight and evaluate implementation of patient safety initiatives. To ensure far-reaching involvement and participation from all staff, patient safety units are established in all healthcare facilities. This has enhanced the visibility and implementation of patient safety practices in all our healthcare facilities. Patient safety units also facilitate all patient safety initiatives and quality improvement programs from a patient safety perspective, build the capacity of staff in patient safety, and involve patients and relevant stakeholders in improving healthcare safety. Brunei Darussalam has also started nationwide comprehensive online incident reporting systems. and also has incorporated patient safety into academic and continuous professional development of healthcare professionals starting at undergraduate level, on-the-job training, and extend to as part of competency assessment. Continuous training of health professionals in safety has always been prioritized. Brunei Darussalam, through Ministry of Health, has also inculcated patient safety culture nationwide through involvement of all levels that include conducting town hall and improvement sessions. Another important milestone is the strengthening of infection prevention and control program. A multi-sectoral Brunei Darussalam antimicrobial resistance committee was recently established, and this look into the antimicrobial resistance strategies and action plans. This program will promote confidence in antimicrobial stewardship among healthcare professionals and the general public, and ease the implementation of antibiotic stewardship in our healthcare facilities. And as part of a continuous effort to accelerate progress towards improving patient safety and strengthening healthcare system, we also continue to strengthen intersectoral action and collaboration of health, utilizing health in all policies approach, promotion and continuous monitoring of patient safety goals in all health facilities, strengthening the accreditation and regulation, and assure universal health coverage and ensure accessibility and equitable healthcare to all, and also empowering patients and family to be aware of the authorities responsible for patient safety. Ladies and gentlemen, with this Jeddah Declaration on Patient Safety, Brunei Darussalam truly support the recommendations, and this will take into account the capacity of a country as a small nation, but with a big heart in addressing patient safety as a global concern. Lastly, I would like to thank again the organizer, and we look forward to continuously support this annual patient safety event. وبالله التوفيق والهداية. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
شكرا. الآن مع جمهورية بنغلاديش الشعبية.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mr. Chair, Excellencies, Director General of WHO, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me at the very onset to express my sincere thanks to the government of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, its Minister of Health, and particularly His Excellency Dr. Tawfiq Al-Rabia, the Minister of Health of KSA, to host this 4th Global Ministerial Summit 2019 on patient safety. Also appreciate WHO for providing technical assistance. Patient safety is a fundamental element of healthcare which gives patients the freedom to remain safe from unnecessary harm associated with healthcare. Bangladesh has been supporting all global actions for patient safety since adaptation of the patient safety issue by World Health Assembly in 2002 and WHO patient safety challenges. The relevance of patient safety is key to success of universal health coverage. Bangladesh fully endorses the value of it. Our Minister of Health developed national policies for quality and patient safety. We have legal framework for regulation of health care services, standard clinical management protocols, and clinical management guidelines. We are nurturing culture of patient safety through education and training, standard operating procedures, national infection control programs, safe practice in surgery, childbirth and injections, and medical device safety. However, I must confess that patient safety incidents reporting is yet to be established at national and local level, both for public and private sector. We would urge for technical assistance to improve the overall patient safety environment in the country. This conference has been an opportunity to share our knowledge and experience which will enhance our future capability to ensure the safety of the patient. We express our heartiest gratitude for the hospitality extended to us by the Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We look forward to work together in future. We endorse the Jeddah Declaration on Patient Safety. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all.
شكرا. الآن مع جمهورية اليمن، وأذكر الجميع بمحاولة زام الوقت حتى نستطيع أخذ أكثر جميع الدول قدر الاستطاع، وسوف أذكر بعد نهاية كل دقيقتين. اليمن.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صاحب المعالي وزير الصحة في المملكة العربية السعودية دكتور توفيق بن فوزان الربيعة، أصحاب المعالي الوزراء السيد تيدروس أدهانوم، السيدات والسادة، أتقدم أولاً بالشكر الجزيل للمملكة العربية السعودية ملكاً وحكومة وشعباً على استضافة هذه القمة الهامة الخاصة بسلامة المرضى. واسمحوا لي أن أحييكم من موطن العرب الأول اليمن الذي يعاني من ظروف صعبة بشكل عام وتؤثر القطاع الصحي بشكل خاص جراء الحرب التي فجرها الانقلابيون الحوثيون ضد الرئيس والحكومة الشرعية وضد الشعب اليمني. إننا ننظر في الجمهورية اليمنية إلى سلامة المرضى بمنظور شامل يبدأ من مخرجات التعليم الطبي الجامعي والوسطي، ثم بمنح تراخيص مزاولة المهن الطبية بمختلف مستوياتها، ثم معالجة الأخطاء الطبية. وقد أنشأنا في العام 2010 المجلس الطبي اليمني المعني بما ذكر آنفاً، ولكن الحرب الدائرة أرجعتنا خطوات كثيرة إلى الخلف آملين تجاوزها قريباً. أن لدينا حالياً توجه قريباً لإنشاء مركز سلامة المرضى بالتعاون مع أخواننا في المملكة العربية السعودية، لما في ذلك من تعزيز للمنظومة الصحية بشكل عام. إننا نأمل من إعلان جدة استمرارية دعمنا في البلدان الأقل نمواً لنتمكن من تجاوز ما نحن فيه نحو أفق واسع ومستقبل مشرق. ونؤكد أننا نعمل بجهود حثيثة لتحقيق أهداف منظمة الصحة العالمية، وخاصة إعلان صلالة بشأن التغطية الصحية الشاملة 2030. شكراً جزيلاً.
شكراً على الالتزام بالوقت. الآن جمهورية أوغندا.
Thank you, Your Excellencies, the Director General of WHO. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to Your Excellency, the Minister of Health of Saudi Arabia, and the entire Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for inviting the delegation of Uganda for this summit. The government of Uganda has recognized that patient safety is not just a medical issue, and for that matter, Uganda has recognized patient safety as a top priority for universal health coverage, especially at primary healthcare setting. And therefore, one of the key fundamental principles as a country we have embraced is to put in place formulation of holistic policy on patient safety, which is being established. The second key issue Uganda intends is to involve patient safety teaching in all the curriculum at all health training institutions. And thirdly, as a country, Uganda it has already set up a committee under the Quality Management Department, a committee on patient safety. And this committee is putting in place a system of reporting and capturing all medical errors as a learning process, but not a blame game. And fourthly, in order to empower community and involve our entire community, we have engaged schools at all levels in debates and essay writing on patient safety and community dialogue. And as I conclude, as a nation, we have adopted the recommendation of WHO on commemorating Patient Safety Day on 16th of September. And we hope this declaration is going to strengthen all the commitment of our government so that patient safety is key priority for universal health coverage. I thank you.
شكراً. الآن جمهورية غامبيا الإسلامية.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Dr. Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al-Rabia, Minister of Health of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the chairperson of the 4th Global Ministerial Summit of Ministers of Health, Excellencies, honorable colleague ministers present here today, with all other protocols respectfully observed. First and foremost, I wish to thank and congratulate Your Excellency Dr. Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al-Rabia, Minister of Health and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on your successful hosting of the 4th session of the Conference of Health Ministers. And I have no doubt in your leadership abilities to successfully steer this important forum. I would also like, through you, Your Excellency, Mr. Minister, to express the gratitude of my President to the government and people of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia under the chief patronage of the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz. Your Excellency, the fundamental case for improving patient safety is a moral and ethical one. Patient harm exercises a burden on people, their families and loved ones, and the community. Maximizing safety is therefore a fundamental responsibility of individual healthcare providers and healthcare systems. There are three key areas, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, that the Gambia would like to explain. The fundamental circumstance for improving patient safety is a moral and ethical one. Patient harm exerts a burden on people, their families and loved ones, and the community. Maximizing safety is therefore a fundamental responsibility of individual healthcare providers and systems. The wider economic effects of harm include ongoing morbidity, reduced lifetime productivity of patients, as well as their caregivers. The economic impact also extends to the political economy, manifesting in reduced trust in the healthcare system and in the social institutions. To be more responsive to the need and promotion of patient safety in our various countries, policymakers wishing to improve patient safety in a resource-constrained environment face a number of choices requiring trade-offs and sacrifices. Therefore, the Gambia endorses the Patient Safety Declaration. Thank you very much.
Thank you. الآن جمهورية نيجيريا الاتحادية.
Your Excellency, the Minister of Health, Dr. Taufik, the Director General, WHO, Dr. Tedros, let me join my colleagues in congratulating the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for hosting this summit. We in Nigeria believe that places where people go to be treated for disease should not be themselves act as a source of harm. Our country is not doubt battling with ensuring patient safety, but efforts are on course in institutionalizing a resilient health system. Our health system was sharply put to test with the outbreak of Ebola virus disease in 2014, but was arrested promptly with minimum fatalities. Nigerian government passed the first ever National Health Act in 2014 with a focus on patient safety and providing legal protection to patient and patient care. In 2017, my ministry organized a national conference on improving patient safety with focus on leadership. We believe the first step towards institutionalizing patient safety is through deployment of national policies and governance. Governance, strengthening health systems, making healthcare workers accountable, and ensuring tailored on-the-job training, supervision, and mentoring. Our effort towards ensuring patient safety in terms of pharmaceutical supply chain, the government has continued to provide teeth to the Food and Drug Administration Agency to deal with offenders. While looking at patient safety in the primary health facility, Nigeria conducted the first National Health Facility Survey, which essentially assessed quality of care as well as knowledge of the health worker or healthcare provider. The survey also gave an insight into overall management and supervision at the facility. Presently, we are planning yet another national survey and wish to request here the technical support of WHO as always. The last survey also shows us a correlation between staff income and patient safety, where the provider's main consideration is how much the patient will pay and not necessarily how well the patient will get. The introduction of clinical governance in the Nigerian tertiary health institution has given birth to regular performance audits of the healthcare providers, particularly the doctors. Before I conclude, let me once again commend the WHO in convening this summit and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for being a good host. I look forward to the Jeddah Declaration. Finally, I would like to say, to err is human, but to cover up is unforgivable, and to fail to learn is inexcusable. In everything we do as health care policy makers and providers, patient is first and his safety is paramount. Thank you.
شكرا. جمهورية السودان.
شكرا لك ولحكومة خادم الحرمين على حسن استضافة القمة الوزارية العالمية الرابعة لسلامة المرضى. الأخ الكريم الدكتور تادروس مدير منظمة الصحة العالمية، لا أود أن أتحدث عن أهمية سلامة المرضى، فهذا أمر مفروغ منه، وسعت له حكومة السودان بكل الوسائل المتاحة من التزامها بالأهداف، واستهدفت الإنسان، استهدفت البيئة عن طريق الشراكة لتحقيق الأمن والرفاهية. فتحقيق ترقية الإنسان وبيئته عن طريق الشراكات وتحقيق الأمن والرفاهية هي ال5 دعائم التي ارتكزنا عليها في حكومة السودان، والتي ينطلق منها حقيقة هو الالتزام بسلامة المريض. لذلك أنشأت الحكومة وممثلة في وزارة الصحة في عام 2001 إدارة الجودة في معظم مؤسساتنا الصحية. هذه الإدارة التي أنشأت نشرت إدارة الجودة وسلامة المرضى وغطت كل المستشفيات بهذه الإدارة المهمة. كذلك كانت هنالك مبادرة المستشفيات الصديقة لسلامة المرضى في العام 2008، وهذه المبادرة أيضا وضعت السياسات والنظم لسلامة المرضى في معظم المستشفيات. كانت لنا أيضا البرنامج القومي لسلامة الأدوية. هذا البرنامج القومي لسلامة الأدوية والذي أنشأ في العام 2017 كان له الأثر الفاعل في تعزيز سلامة المرضى في مستشفياتنا. كان لبرنامج التوسع في الطب العلاجي في مجال زراعة الكلى وعمليات جراحة القلب المفتوح وغيرها وبرامج غسيل الكلى، ألقى علينا أعباء إضافية في سلامة المرضى. فهذه الجراحات المعقدة في دول نامية تستوجب منا النظر الفاحص بعين دقيقة على سلامة المريض الذي ربما تأثر كثيرا من برامج التوسعة في المجال العلاجي. لا يخفى عليكم أخي الرئيس بأننا نجاور 8 دول، وهذه الحدود النفاذة للسودان من 8 دول، من بينها دول متأثرة بالحروب والصراعات وغيرها، يفد على مؤسساتنا العلاجية. فنسأل نؤكد التزامنا بإعلان جدة الذي اطلعنا عليه، وهذا إعلان نوافق عليه تماما ونشيد بالذين قاموا عليه، وشكرا جزيلا.
شكرا. جمهورية
Taufik Al-Rabaya. Sri Lanka has enjoyed universal health coverage for nearly 7 decades and hence has good health indicators with life expectancy for males and females standing at 72 years and 8 years respectively, accompanied by low maternal and infant mortality rates. Quality of healthcare delivery and patient safety has also been very much an area of special focus in the government sector, as well as in spite of the fact that the system is saddled with financial and staff constraints. These interventions include monthly performance reviews, updated manuals and guidelines, productivity improvement programs, etc. The entire country is covered by district healthcare quality and safety units to oversee the delivery of preventive and primary healthcare to the general population. The process was institutionalized by establishing quality management units at all secondary and tertiary care hospitals which implement clinical guidelines first published in 2008, subsequently revised and updated. The implementation of national guidelines on quality and safety in all categories of healthcare institutions has resulted in a reduction in infection rates. Improvements in hand hygiene in the regional hospital systems, Directorate of Healthcare Quality and Safety, which is the national focal point network through the quality management units established in base hospitals and categories above, using 43 quality indicators, and the data collected are reviewed at national level at quarterly review meetings. Data includes information such as hospital-acquired infection rates, hand hygiene rates, post-lower segment cesarean section, surgical site infection rate, etc. Meanwhile, national guidelines for the management of hypertension have now been completed, while MRI safety guidelines, national guidelines on of completion. Captain Safety Program. In conclusion, I wish to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the excellent arrangement for this ministerial summit. Thank you.
شكرا. جمهورية مصر العربية.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. معالي وزير الصحة السعودي دكتور توفيق الربيعة، دكتور تدرس جبرياسس مدير منظمة الصحة العالمية، معالي السادة الوزراء الحضور، السيدات والسادة. بداية يطيب لي أن أتوجه بالشكر لحكومة المملكة العربية السعودية لاستضافة هذا التجمع العالمي الهام لسلامة المرضى. لقد حرصت جمهورية مصر العربية أن تتبنى الكثير من المبادرات والاستراتيجيات لتحسين الخدمات الصحية، والتي كان من أهمها اعتماد قانون التأمين الصحي الشامل، والذي سيبدأ تفعيله في منتصف العام الحالي بالتدريج على المحافظات المستهدفة، وصولاً لتطبيق التغطية الصحية الشاملة في جميع أنحاء الجمهورية. كما بدأت مصر في أكبر مسح طبي في العالم بمساندة من منظمة الصحة العالمية لتشخيص وعلاج أكثر الأمراض التي تسبب 84% من أسباب الوفاة، وهي فيروس سي، السكر والضغط والسمنة، وصولاً إلى 57 مليون نسمة من سن 18 عام فما أكثر، و7 مليون من المراهقين. كما بدأت مصر أكبر مسح للأطفال في الأنيميا والتقزم والسمنة لمسح 12 مليون طفل وعلاجه. وفي مجال أمان وسلامة المرضى، فإن وزارة الصحة المصرية تبنت الكثير من الخطوات فيما يخص السياسات الصحية، وكذلك توعية المرضى والأسر، تدريب المقدمي الخدمة والاسترشادات في التصنيع الأمثل. ومن أهم هذه الخطوات كانت مبادرة Patient Safety Friendly Hospitals Initiative، والتي تم تطبيق المبادرة على أكثر من 36 مستشفى خلال عام ونصف، وما زال التطبيق ساري وصولاً إلى 50% من مستشفيات الإحالة في الدولة بحلول منتصف 2020. كما تبنت وزارة الصحة المصرية السرنجات التقليدية إلى تعميم استخدام السرنجات ذاتية التدمير أو التعطيل في جميع منشآت جمهورية مصر العربية في القطاع العام والخاص بحلول منتصف 2020. وقامت اللجنة الوطنية لاستخدام المضادات الحيوية بكثير من الإنجازات، والتي أدت إلى تحسين معدلات إقامة المرضى بالمستشفيات ونقص المضاعفات الناتجة عن سوء استخدام المضادات الحيوية. وأخيراً فإنني أتقدم بالشكر لمعالي وزير الصحة السعودي دكتور توفيق الربيعة على استضافة وإدارة هذا الحدث الطبي الهام، وأتمنى أن يكون إعلان جدة أحد الخطوات الهامة في سبيل مزيد من الأمان لسلامة المرضى. شكراً.
شكراً. آخر مداخلة بسبب الوقت، جمهورية أفغانستان الإسلامية.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you, Mr. Chair, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank Your Excellency Dr. Tawfiq Al-Arabia for hosting this important summit and for your gracious and warm hospitality. Mr. Chair, in my country, Afghanistan, we have an additional challenge to patient safety related to armed conflict. If you can imagine a scenario where 600 injured people are admitted to 2 or 3 medium-sized hospitals following a massive armed suicide attack. The situation is ripe for some of the injured to experience preventable harm. Another challenge has been, and to a certain extent still is, less in improving technical knowledge and skills, but overcoming the reluctance of discussing experiences for fear of blame. Experiences such as seeing adverse reactions to a medicine or blood transfusions, or for example, witnessing a maternal death due to a silent hemorrhage. So much time and effort is going to overcome the culture of blame and encouraging the sharing of experience, learning from failure and proactive risk assessment. Despite the worsening wider security situation in country, since 2009, the average rates of reduction in maternal and child mortality have been 4.9% and 3.5% annually achieved, with a close attention to primary healthcare initiatives. In spite of the challenges, we have instituted measures to address patient safety in a small way within our means. We, with the support of WHO, started training of staff in a limited number of public and private hospitals, established maternal death review committees, rehabilitated and strengthened emergency wards in hospitals, established hospital accreditation organizations. The Ministry has also started strengthening leadership at all levels to bring more accountability and transparency. As a learning organization, an environment has been created to discuss areas for bringing improvement. Thank you so much.
شكرا لكم جميعا. بقية المداخلات ونظرا للوقت فسوف يتم وضعها على موقع المؤتمر على الإنترنت. شكرا لكم جميعا.
أعزائي الحضور، أتشرف الآن بدعوة معالي وزراء الصحة ورؤساء الوفود للالتقاط صور تذكارية احتفاء بهذه القمة في المكان المخصص لها في البهو الخارجي. وبعد ذلك سيكون هناك استراحة لمدة 15 دقيقة، ثم سنستكمل مجريات القمة عند الساعة 11:05 متمنين لكم وقتا ممتعا.